What's going on, guys? Mitesh here. So today I want to give you guys a review of this right here. This is the Drevo Gramr 84 key backlit mechanical keyboard. It's one of those cheap mechanical keyboards you often see on Amazon and you wonder, is this going to be worth it? Is it going to last a month? And well, I picked one up and I want to give you guys my thoughts on it. So first of all, why did I even get this? So I'm coming from this. It's an official Cherry MX keyboard. It's a Rosewell 9100X BBR keyboard. It's got Cherry MX brown switches on it. The real reason I'm downgrading from this is the fact that it's just too big for me. So I bought this standing desk a couple months ago, and the keyboard deck on here is just big enough for that keyboard. I can't hold a mouse anywhere comfortably with it. So I either have to hold the mouse either over here or up here, some weird little things you have to do to try to get it to work, and it just wasn't that comfortable. I wanted to go with something smaller, but I wanted to keep the brown switches, which are my favorite, and keep mechanical keyboard, obviously, because I hate those flat keys on regular keyboards. So I was searching on Amazon, and I came across this one, and it fit for a couple reasons for me, because one, this is pretty much the only cheap keyboard that offers brown switches. There are some few others, but most of them offer either blue switches or red switches, and that's really not what I wanted, so this one worked for me in that case. And then it's also a very small form factor. So this is what they call a 75% keyboard, so it's got 84 keys. It's in a layout so it's almost the same as a 10 keyless, because those have 87 keys, but it's in a much smaller form factor. So this is for people that don't want to step down to like the 64 keys sets, because they're pretty limiting, but don't want to have giant keyboards. So it's cool in that regard. Like I said, it's the only one that offered brown switches. They also come available in red, black, and blue. So if you're interested in any of those, if those are your preferences, you can get that with this too. So it's pretty cool. I like having the versatility here. So one thing that I really like about this, like I said, is the size. It's so nice. It's so small that I can fit it into my backpack really easily. So these days I take it with me to and from work, so I can just slip it into my bag when I'm ready to go and bring it back home and just plug it in. It's pretty easy. It's really nice. There are a couple things that I don't like about this keyboard in terms of build quality. So they have this cord which looks braided, but I'm gonna say it's not really braided. It's like a pretty cheap look feeling material. I don't know if it'll hold up as well as a braided cable. It seems fine. I just don't know that it holds up as well as it looks. So there's that. On the back here, they have the connector going straight in. It's not like a micro USB connector where you can unplug and plug it back in. It's for some reason just completely plugged in, which kind of contradicts what I think this is for. I think this is for someone on the go, someone who can just plug it in and go. I want to be able to disconnect this cord so I don't risk damaging the cord, but I can't do that here. So that's a downside if you're looking for something that's really portable, something that you can just unplug and take to work. And so I would love to be able to just keep a micro USB cord there and then just plug it in, not have to carry a cable around with me, but I don't have that choice here. The connector is pretty bad. I don't like it that much. But anyways, a nice decision that they do have is the fact that you can wrap the cord in either direction. So you have a track here in which you can lay the cable down so you can come out from either side depending on which way your computer is and you want to connect it up to it. It's a nice little thing. The one thing I really don't like about it though is the fact that it can't really hold the cable well. So if you put it into the middle one, you can see that it just comes right out. I really wish it would just hold better so that once you lock it in, if you pick up the keyboard for whatever reason, it won't just come out and then you're stuck with it like on the key. Like you're stuck with the keyboard on top of the cord, so it rocks a little bit. It's a minor thing. I just wish they would have done a better job. Quick fixes for this, if you know you're just going to keep it to one side, it's just to tape it down. I think it would work fine. So there's that. In terms of build quality, it is an all-plastic build, of course, which is what you expect from a cheap keyboard. It does have a metal backplating, which is nice. It gives it a real heft. So it's pretty good in terms. So in terms of comparing the Otemu brown switches that are on here to the real Cherry MX sets, I think that they're pretty good. So if a Cherry MX brown switches for me are like 100, I would say this is like a 90. it's pretty much there. It doesn't quite have the feel of a real Cherry MX brown switch keyboard, but it does feel pretty good in typing. So I'm pretty happy in regards to that. So one of the things that I actually don't like about this keyboard is the typeface for the keys. Now, because of the reputation of mechanical keyboards, they're known as gamery, and this typeface is very gamery. It's very hard edge, and it just doesn't look that good. If you can, I would suggest replacing all the keycaps, but it's a lot of work, and it's not worth the money to me to replace all the keycaps for no reason. I just reused some keycaps that I had from modifying my other keyboard, so it looks nice for me. It's good enough. I can live with it. So because it's an 84 key set, you won't find necessarily a perfect match when you buy keycaps, but you can get pretty close, and as long as you don't mind having some blank keys, I think you'll be fine. So there's that. One of the things I was really surprised by was the amount of lighting modes you get with this. So it's got backlighting, which is awesome. It's not RGB, but it's good enough. It's a white backlight, and it looks pretty good. So you get like 7 different levels of backlighting on it, and the cool thing is you also get different modes. So you get a breathing mode, which I also have in my Rosewell mechanical keyboard, but in this one you also get one where if you tap a key, it'll send like a wave of light to the other side, depending on which side you start from. So one side will send to the other, and vice versa. Another one where it's like a snake mode, where the light goes from top to bottom, going from each key as it goes. And then another one where it'll light up after the key will light up after you've touched it. So most of the time it will be dark, and then after you press a key, it'll light up. So it's pretty cool, and basically I just think I'm surprised at what kind of value you get here. Now, there are some reviews on Amazon which will say that this keyboard does not last for even a month or 2 months. Like, they'll have keys that break down, and if that happens to me, I will definitely let you guys know, because I mean, I paid for this. I'm stuck with it. They do have a warranty for a year, but if it breaks down, I just don't know if it's worth buying. So I will definitely let you guys know if there's any changes to it. But right now, I'm really happy with this keyboard. It's pretty much the perfect thing for me for being able to use on my computer here, and for being able to carry to and from work, because it's just such a nice compact size. And the brown switches, while not really Cherry MX levels part, but they are good enough. And for me, that's really what I wanted. Something that was cheap, yet still gave me the feeling of typing that mechanical keyboards give you. And this was a really good compromise. So that's all really I have for you guys in this one. If you guys like this, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe, if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one.